This is your macroeconomics video on the GDP deflator. The GDP deflator is just another price index that we can use to calculate inflation. The GDP deflator uses the value of the goods and services and the prices that are in GDP, as opposed to the CPI, which uses things that are in the government's CPI market basket. Remember that the GDP has four categories: consumption, investment, government, and net exports. And the GDP only calculates things that are made in the United States. CPI is different. CPI only calculates consumer products, but they don't care what types of products those are. So for CPI, it could be used products and it could be imported products as well. So the GDP's measure of inflation is going to be based upon the things that are made in the United States that would be considered part of a US's GDP. And that is nominal divided by real times 100. Remember, GDP deflator is also a price index, so this is just going to give you a number. That number is not a dollar amount and it's not a percentage. It will typically be between 50 and 300, similar to CPI. And then you're going to get a GDP deflator for various years, and then you can compare or find the inflation rate between them. This is just one way to calculate the inflation rate, but it's going to calculate the inflation rate of things included in GDP, where CPI will find the inflation rate of things included in CPI's market basket. In order to find the inflation rate of deflators, you would need to do your percentage change equation, difference over the earlier value times 100. All right, so for our example, we've got 3 years here, and you can see nominal and real GDP. So we're going to calculate the GDP deflator using our equation. Again, in 2002, if that's going to be our base year, then we're also getting a deflator of 100. Remember, the price index of any base year will always be 100 because you're dividing by itself and multiplying by 100. Then for 03 and 04, these are again just the GDP deflators. To find inflation, you'd have to find the percentage change between them, which is 14.6 and then 12.2%. All right, now you're going to do active learning number 8. For here, they're giving you 3 years, 04, 05, and 06. The chart there is telling you to use 04 as your base year, and then they've got the prices and quantities of good A and good B. In these 3 years, you're first going to calculate nominal GDP of 04, then real GDP of 05, and then the deflator of 06.